Yo, welcome back to the Best Show in Atlanta. I'm your host, Nigel Armani. Listen, if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe to the Best Show in Atlanta. Also, if you can, go on the website at unspokenatlanta.com and get your merch, man. We got different colorways on the hoodies, crew necks, t-shirts, all type of stuff on there, man. So if you can support, man, go to unspokenatlanta.com, check out the Unspoken Atlanta collection, and get your merch today. Enjoy the show.
You ready to start?
Yeah, we can start. We can pop it off.
Got to get this done. I'll see y'all later.
That do feel a little weird over here, I ain't gonna lie.
It do? It do,
I feel like
Nigel?
it's like
You feel like I'm asking a question. You feel like I'm asking a question.
right. That's how I feel.
Hey, Nigel. Did too hard, bruh.
Super honored, man. Shout out Nigel. Shout out everybody here. Shout out Unspoken. We in the A.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to the Best Show in Atlanta. I'm your host, Nigel Armani, and we are with another special guest. And before I even get my normal intro, today we're doing something a little bit different. We're gonna pop it off. I'm sitting on the opposite side today, so we gonna try something new. But we actually, before I even introduce the guest, we got a couple of announcements. So this Sunday is my birthday, so happy birthday to me. So we're gonna be, by the time this come out, it's gonna come out the day before Super Bowl, day after Super Bowl, which is gonna be that Monday. We're gonna drop this episode. So y'all not gonna see my birthday, so happy birthday to me. And we got another Aquarius in the house. My engineer back here, his birthday was last week. Was it the 30th, right? Yeah, the 30th. So he another Aquarius. Happy birthday to him as well. So yeah, man, welcome to the Best Show in Atlanta. I'm your host, Nigel Armani. Today we with another special guest, the lovely Miss the Hair Guru herself,
Hello.
Evan Nicole.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm great. You know I'm great. You know I'm good.
Yeah.
You know I'm excited to be here.
For sure. So I don't know how you feeling, but you want to let them know?
Let them know what?
This the second time we doing this?
No. But you know what? I mean, we could. I mean, we are second time is the charm. So,
Yeah.
you know, we refilming, but it's going to be 10 times better than the first episode.
No,
so
for
we ain't
sure.
even worried. That was a tester shot.
Yeah. But you know what the thing about it is though? I'm kind of happy it happened that way. Cause I get to see you more for one.
Yeah.
You know, it's always good at that. But I think it was just like it kind of helped me prepare for this one.
Yeah.
So I think that for the most part, well, how was your birthday? Matter of fact, let's get
Birthday
started
was
with
lit.
that.
The birthday was lit. Turning
Yeah.
30 is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It really felt like a chapter closed off, and it felt like you was starting a new one.
Yeah.
For me, it did. I woke up the next morning, my back was hurting. I said, "Oh yeah, here we
you
go.
was doing a
Here we
lot.
go.
You
Here
was
we
doing a
go.
lot.
This ain't the same body from 21." So I was excited. Like I'm really excited for 30s, and I'm excited to see like what I can do.
How was the restaurant?
Oh my God, everything was so nice. Everything
Yeah.
was so nice. I did a huge birthday party. Super nice. Everybody came out. My whole family was there. Like, you know, that meant a lot to me. My uncles, all my uncles, aunties.
Yeah.
My grandma was there.
Yeah.
So that was fun. That was exciting.
And I think she had it at the unknown, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unknown ATL, yep. And it was nice. They did a great job.
Yeah, for
Great
people who
job.
know unknown, they I think it's a two-sided. I think she was on the restaurant side, and then on the other side it's like a hookah lounge.
Both of them were so nice.
That's in Buckhead. I think I've Chester Bridge, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Shout out to Unknown.
Yeah.
They did a great job on my birthday.
Oh yeah. I'm mad. I missed it. Honestly, I think I had to work or something like that. But you know what? I do apologize because I slipped. Wish I would have been there. There was a lot going on, man. Christmas time. You know,
Yeah.
people got family coming in. It was a lot.
Oh, December's a mess
Yeah.
for everybody. I be feeling so bad my birthday in December because that's when everybody want their hair done.
Yeah.
So I be feeling bad, but then I don't. Then I don't. It's too cold.
Nah, for sure. So what
too
you been
cold.
going on? What's going on outside of after your birthday? It's New Year. How
It's
you
a
been?
new
How the
year.
year been going so far?
Year's been going great. You know, I'm trying to just strategize my year. This is my first year trying to map out my year and just figure out like my quarters. You know, like it just feel different being 30. I'm for real. Like if you're not really taking initiative in your 30s, I just think I don't understand. But I want to like take more initiative this year. So, I gave myself a word of the year, which I gave myself 2 this year. So my 2 words for the year is prosperity and discipline. But I know that if I have discipline, God will give me prosperity. So I think I'm just kind of in a space of like, okay, what can I tackle every single day? Like what do I want to tackle for the first 3 months? You know, just all the different quarters of my year. So I'm just trying to strategize a little bit different.
Anything new you want to talk about? You got coming up?
Of course. So my Blueprint Masterclass is coming up. That's going to be super exciting. Where I kind of just want to. I've always been a teacher. Like that's where Guruu come from. I've always kind of like taught women how to number one, do hair. That's the easy part. I think you could be talented, but I think that there's a gap, from the talent and then the business. But see, I grew up with the business because my mom was an entrepreneur. She had a salon for 30 plus years. She has a cosmetology school now. So she's always known the business. She's always known every little detail behind the business. And I think a lot of people don't have that. They get into the hair industry because they're talented. They love what they do. But they don't really understand business, professionalism. And a lot of cosmetology schools don't teach that. It really just depends on the teacher. And you know how they say about college, like where people go to college and the professors aren't even nowhere near where you would want to be? Right. It's like the opposite, where my mom is exactly where I would want to be. So it's like having a teacher that is accomplishing the things that you want is really important. And I think that, when people are choosing like hair schools or choosing like where they want to get their education, it's just really important to find like teachers and mentors, even taking classes from people who are doing exactly what you want to do. So I'm super excited about the Blueprint Masterclass. Yeah. It's a 2-day workshop where I'm teaching like the technique first, but then I'm still coming back and teaching you straight content, branding, marketing, content strategy, how to make viral reels, how to go crazy, how to grow your Instagram, how to maneuver your algorithm, and just really lean more into your audience, and like lean more into the people that actually are watching you. So I've learned a lot in the past couple months. I've grown my Instagram like 25,000 followers in the past 2 months. Since like crazy. November. Yeah. So I've literally grown my Instagram. I've scaled. I started noticing what works, what don't work, like just really strategizing my content and just really trying to push and build my brands and everything else. So I'm just in a strategizing year right now.
Yeah, you in the mode. I can tell.
I'm in that mode. Like I had to wake up because I wasn't up. I just wasn't. Like I think that you get complacent, like especially when you've done things that you've wanted to do. Yeah. But then it's like, okay, now I kind of got to take it another route. And I've always taught, like I said, virtually. I do my virtual academy, which is great. But a lot of people don't get the in-person experience and they don't really get to learn, like really learn, like no gatekeeping, nobody just sitting there telling you, oh, I did this to become a millionaire. Like, it's just not that. It's like, I'm just trying to change the track record and really go piece by piece, like audit you, help you with your own personal brand and just really like change your game so you don't got to work harder. Like you could work smarter. Yeah. And it's people who have already done it and did all the mistakes, made all the mistakes. And it's ways to do it. You know what I'm saying? When you get in that specific advice from somebody who has done it, did it, and is killing it. So that's what I got coming up right now. I'm super excited for. And I kind of want to host just one class. It's my only one. I'm going to do the only one this year. And then after that, everything else will be virtual. So I'm trying to decide the date now. I do have a set date, but I want to change the date just to give people a little bit more time and to the weather just been a hot ass mess. So I'm
it's
just
a lot
like,
going on, man.
It's a lot going on. Like, and I'm like, I got 3 people right now traveling. So I'm like, I don't want to inconvenience them. I want everybody to be safe. I want everybody to be comfortable, and I just want to make sure like it goes smooth. I'm gonna do it real big for them too. I'm gonna do it real big, real nice.
All right, now you're gonna do it big.
Real nice.
We already well, I already want to start with the beginning. I know we give you some background on the last episode, but we gonna do it right this time.
Let's do it.
So yeah. So when you first got started, how did you get into it? For the people that don't know who you are, just how you got into hair. I know your mom does hair, but how much she meant to you when you first got into it, and you can go from there.
Yeah, so my journey was a little, what's the word where they like, my journey was a little predictable, but I think that my journey went a little different. So my mom did do hair. I was born Evan Nicole Williams. I know y'all know me as the hair guru, but my name is Evan Nicole. That's my first name. And then I started off at Foot Locker. So I started off with a job, just like everybody else. Like I started off with a job, and I loved my job. I loved Foot Locker. I loved it. I was a cashier. So I loved money. I loved counting money. I loved dealing with the money at the end of the day. Like, I just enjoyed my job. And I loved meeting new people. I loved networking. I loved talking to people. And so I kind of was like, you know what? The only thing that I didn't like was that I was not an on-time person. So I'm like, I got a boss. Like, whole time, I want to be a boss. So it made me... My boss at Foot Locker, her name is Shay. I still love her to this day. Shout out to Shay. Shay really inspired me. Shay used to pull up in her Benz. Like, she was just so cute to me. She used to get her hair done by my mom, which is how I got my job. Yeah. So Shay really inspired me. She kind of was just somebody I wanted to like be like. Like, she was just a boss to me. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this on my own. I can do this. And so I started investing my money into like flat irons. So I got my biggest hit selling retail. So I've always been in retail. Foot Locker was retail, and I transitioned immediately into retail for myself. So I used to wholesale flat irons and then retail them. everybody was on them. That's back when the Shade Room was popping. That's back when everybody was doing ads on the Shade Room. And I would always pay the Shade Room to do my ads. I would sell all of these crazy flat irons, y'all. Meanwhile, this 10 years ago. So I was 19 at the time. And I'm talking, I'm making $15,000, $20,000 selling flat irons. So it was kind of like, I made my first six figures at 19. And so I just couldn't, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't believe it. And I was doing hair, but I was still kind of hustling the hair part. I wasn't really like doing hair full time. I was still working at Foot Locker and still doing all of this. And then eventually I was like,
sometimes
you know what?
gotta let that be clear though, like so
Yeah,
you can know, like,
I was still working. I was still working at Foot Locker because I still needed my check every 2 weeks. But then when I started noticing my check every 2 weeks wasn't nothing, I'm like, okay, yeah, I can't do this no more. And it was cool. I wasn't mad. It was I was happy about it. So I started doing hair at my mom's salon. And see, my mom was strict. So people think that it's like, oh, your mom do hair, so you just got it so easy. My mom was strict. And my mom didn't play that. Like, my mom had a commission-based salon. So she was like, either you going to play by my rules or you going to go get your own. And my mama was she was good at saying the right thing. And I'm a Sagittarius. I'm a rebel. So she would say the right thing that would make me be like, okay, I'm going to do it. You know? Like, I think that's how I first moved out at 19, too. Like, she was like, you want to pay rent? Like, you're going to pay. You want to be grown? You're going to pay. And so I just was like, I'm going to go get my own place. Like, I just always wanted to just be better. And so she didn't kick me out her salon. She going to say she didn't kick me out. But she didn't kick me out her salon. But she did make me want to go get my own space. And then once I got my own space, I'm like, okay, well, I got to make sure that I got the clientele. So I was heavy on Instagram. I was already a little Instagram famous. That's back when everybody had the 10K. You know, like when people in high school had the K. I had the K. I was pretty popular. I went to Hampton. I had a lot of followers at Hampton. And so I just started taking off with hair. And I just was like, you know, I can do this. And so gradually, I just was, you know, elevating myself, taking a lot of different classes. I've taken everybody class you could think of. If they somebody, I've taken a class. Eric Tay, Alonzo Arnold, Kenya. I've taken a lot of different classes from like some great people, and all of it just helped me become, to me, the hair guru. And I started teaching, I started elevating, and I've always been a good teacher because my mom a good teacher. So yeah, my journey was pretty simple, but I think it to me is motivating just because I still remember that Foot Locker. You know, I still remember where my brain would process a lot of my ideas and process all my dreams.
Well, how you let's talk about how you got the name Hair Guru. What made you come up with that?
I think at the time I was really just looking for a name. I'm like, what would I want to call myself? Like, I've been a hair guru for a long time, so I think at the time I just was looking for a name. I didn't want to be. It was so many other ones like, and I'm not gonna say them because it's clearly people Instagram names, but it was so many different things. I never saw Guru. Like I see it now a lot. But stop playing with me. I'm the original guru. Like,
but it's all in different industries too.
Huh?
It's all in different industries too.
Yeah, but even in the hair industry, like I do be seeing people. Like, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with calling yourself the hair guru, but I've been a hair guru for a long time, and people know me as that. Like, that's really my nickname now. Like, my whole gym called me Guru. Like, shout out to Lovely Bodies. My whole gym called me Guru. So it's like, that's my name. That's really my name. They don't know me as Evan for real.
How we met was with Clubhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Clubhouse was, everybody know what Clubhouse is. Jumping. I think this is like during the pandemic. So my first time meeting her was actually on there. And then I did my homework just like everybody else. You go on Instagram, okay, Hair Guru, but then because we ain't got nothing else to do.
Yeah, we ain't
so
had nothing to do.
having conversations. Pandemic.
Yeah.
So it's like we all on there in different rooms. You know how it go.
Yeah.
And just having a good time. But we was able to meet. And we done linked up a few times. Now I got you on the pod. This is the third. I think the third time.
Yeah, this is the third time. Third time's a charm.
Right. So she did. I can't remember the episode we was talking about, but she did the episode on the talk show. And then we ended up, I think, came over here, and then now we're here again. So, So, I got a couple of questions I did want to ask you that was not on the top of my head that I was thinking about. We talked about your hair guru journey. This is not your first time doing a workshop, though.
It's not. I haven't done a workshop, though, since 2019.
Okay. Why the gap, though?
The gap came from, number one, 2019, but then 2020 was COVID, of course, and a lot of things went virtual. Yeah. So after my 2019 wasn't really our virtual year. It happened right around COVID. So for me, what I did was during COVID, I came out with a webinar. That webinar made me $30,000 in one day. So to me, and I was selling it for $500 a pop. So it was my quick weave webinar teaching that same technique. And it just did so well that people started liking the virtual idea. So I ended up creating a full virtual academy. And so to me, that money is easier. I'm gonna be honest. It's easier because when you learn the difference from do money versus did money, you really do separate yourself. And a lot of times I would have to come in and do the class to make the money versus pre-filming the class and making the money. It's just two different
Yeah.
spectrums. But a lot of people want instant gratification as well. So they see it online. Oh my God, I could buy it right now, pay right now, and I could watch it right now. They want the secret right there.
Yeah.
So I started going virtual, and that's when I came out my virtual academy in 2020. And I still did one-on-ones, still do one-on-ones, but I wasn't doing so many of the classes. People weren't really into the classes no more. They wanted the virtual.
Because I want to ask you, ever thought about like touring?
I would, but that's what I'm saying. It's hard because people want the virtual. Like they want the internet.
Yeah.
And I wish that people wanted more hands-on and in person, because when I started out taking classes, they were all in person. I wasn't doing virtuals all day, every day. Like I really was in person, notebook, pen, and paper, really trying to learn. Like you got to you have to be a student still in any field that you in. And you got to be willing to learn. So that's where I was at. And I was just like, they want the virtual, I'm gonna get them what they want.
Yeah, so we could kind of go there though. Like I know a lot of people doing like you said, webinars, ebooks. We got a book right here that you got on here. What was like some of the things earlier that you was picking into outside of just webinars that kind of help you build your wealth up?
So mainly webinars, mainly classes, but then of course my hair company. My hair company is what definitely did the trick. It's not a lot of hairstylists who own hair companies and really operate them at a high level.
Yeah.
So it's tons of hairstylists with hair companies, don't get me wrong, but they don't operate it in a way where it's a separate entity, it's a separate business. It's only for your clients, it's only for you. Like you're not thinking outside of the box and outside of all of the other people that you can touch.
Yeah.
So Glamour Fair Hair Co. is my hair company. A multi-million-dollar hair company.
Yeah.
And I've always loved that journey too, because I did start with nothing on that. Like that was literally me building that brick by brick by brick. And trying to get, I'm talking not like I genuinely was trying to get my clients in the hair so much that I will give you the hair for free. Like just to have the promotion, just to have the, because I didn't want to go celebrity route, which I did not. So my business is built off of no celebrities, paid, promoted, ads, nothing. It was straight, me using marketing ads and then me being the face of my own brand.
Yeah.
So I've always loved that journey too, because I was able to kind of be the face of it and really like make it my baby, So Glamour Fair Hair Co. is really what also set me apart a lot, because even with doing hair, I technically didn't have to work anymore with how Glamour Fair was operating, but I sold the hair. Me doing the hair is what sells the hair.
Right.
So if you start to maximize, which is what I kind of want to teach stylists to do, is maximize on their potential in terms of like, just because you got a client sitting in your chair, if she walking out paying $300, why not get everything from her? When in reality, you sending her somewhere else to go get the hair, you sending her here, you sending her there, like to shop with all these other people, when you could just have all of that in your chair.
Right.
And you can have her promoting your work and your hair, which sends more, like it was just really maximizing for me. And so once I started really doing it and making content and creating content and promoting Glamour Fair, it skyrocketed.
For younger people that want to inspire to be somebody like you, what are like some of the first few steps you would say to kind of help them get started when it comes to trying to at least make money from outside of just being in a chair?
Yeah, so my first thing will honestly be find a mentor. Like I do believe that I was blessed to have my mom as that mentor. Like I'm talking hands-on. Like I believe I was blessed with that. And I know that's not something that everybody has. And I always have to remember that when I talk to people about business. Like I've had my friends remind me like, Evan, it's like, these things because your mom is in business. Like, like this isn't something that I just know. So I do understand that it's like, not as easy, but you have to find somebody that you look up to in the industry that you're in. You have to find somebody that you can learn from, that you can study, that you can, walk that walk with. Like when I started really wanting to become $1 million business, I started looking at millionaires. I started looking at Grant Cardone. I started looking at his wife. I started looking at the people who were in the realm that I wanted to be in and studying them, reading their books, educating myself on how they think. So to me, find you a mentor. Find you somebody that you can really use as a guide to create the life that you want. Second, it would have to be really figure out what you want to do. Like, stop trying to go in so many different lanes. Like, I've been doing quick weaves for 12 years now. Been the quick weave queen, been the quick weave guru. It's not new. It's something that has built and built and built over time. And I've gotten better and better and better. So you can find you a niche. Find you something that's specific that you would love to do, and really just target the people that you want. Instead of just always trying to offer so many different services. And you can, don't get me wrong, but it's like finding something that you can maximize off of. Like you can't really, if you know you can't maximize off of a silk press, not saying that you cannot. If you know that for you as a stylist can't maximize off of a certain hairstyle, try to learn the techniques of hairstyles that you can. Learn K-tips, learn sew-ins, learn quick weaves, learn other techniques that can make you more, save you time, help build your clientele, go a different route. And I think people just want to stay complacent and stay where they at. And, you're just not gonna get nowhere with that.
Yeah. I already told you a story about my mom. She used to do hair when I was a kid out of our home growing up. So I was always come downstairs waking up to seeing her doing 2-3 people at a time. So it's good to see like
The OGs.
The OGs. The reason why I bring it up is like to kind of see how people used to do hair now and how people are making money. Well then and how they're making money now.
Yeah.
I kind of like to see the admiration on it and try to see how you kind of do the same thing with your parents and get a vision from them and kind of figure out how to way to make money.
Yeah.
So now we talked about you making money online. You got a salon. What made you start opening that up and how has that been impactful for you so far?
Yeah, so what I did was I definitely waited to outgrow my last space. And so I packed my house out with hair. Like I packed my house out. I made sure that I did not create any overhead prior to really building my business. So when I came up with the idea of opening a salon, that was pretty much like everything for me. Like I kind of wanted bigger space. I wanted my clients to be so comfortable. I really thought about my clients. And I think that's something that a lot of people just start to do is think about the client. And I started thinking about them. I started thinking about things that they would want, like a separate dryer room, a separate shampoo room, like open floor where it's not a whole bunch of people staring at you, sitting in your face, like waiting on their appointment. Like I wanted to create a space that was just like for the clientele that I wanted to attract. So that's where the salon idea came from. And I kind of just ran with it. Like I knew I always had an assistant. So I knew I needed space for multiple people to work. And it's been very fruitful for me because it just makes sense. You know, like I didn't want to keep paying for a salon suite. If I'm looking to have a bigger clientele, I'm looking to take more clients. I want to have the space for that. I want to have the capacity for that. So for me, everything to me is about capacity for growth. And I know that you can't stay small for too long. So I really wanted to, maximize.
So like I've been seeing people do a lot. Like some people got suites. Some people might buy like the building and they have multiple rooms in there. What made you just have a traditional salon versus
that's how I grew up. I definitely grew up in that environment. So it was all I knew. Like I did try the suite route and I did like the suite route, but I also missed having that like your friends around, like having people around you. And it's even more important too when you're trying to build your clientele, be in a salon space because you can learn from other people in the room. So there'll be times where I didn't necessarily know how to do a ponytail and I can ask, hey, can you help me with this? Or hey, do you have some hairspray? Can you help me mold this? Like you could just learn so much from being in a salon environment. So I felt like being in if you don't have the personality, some people just have the personality for a suite. Because they just want that intimate, personal, don't want to talk to nobody, don't really, that introverted, spirit versus me. I'm extrovert. I'm fire sign. I like to talk. I like people. I like group conversations. I like for us to all chime in on what we saw on the shade. You know what I'm saying? Like I want us to all kind of chime in. So that's always been my favorite. So that's kind of why I went the traditional route. That's kind of how I grew up.
So you doing that, I think that's, well, first of all, I think that growing up, my mom was always in the salon as well. So I kind of like, I know how it is in there. I know the difference between like, just conversation. It's just like barbershop, but for women as well. So you ended up, I forgot my question. Oh my God. My question was, your mom, you went to your mom's salon, was you?
I was.
Okay.
I was there for like 6 months.
Okay.
I was there for a little second and then we just didn't work out because she wanted that commission. And I just felt like, I'm your daughter.
Yeah.
Why am I paying you? Like, but she said I run a business. And I think that stuck with me my whole journey. Like I run a business. It don't matter who it is. You could be my daughter. You could be whatever you want to be. But when you in my salon, you're a part of my business. So she kind of taught me that early. Like it don't matter who it is.
Yeah. So what you think about you don't got a school, do you?
No, but she has a school.
Yeah.
Sharita Cherry Institute, and she's doing great.
Not real school. I'm talking about like the platform
virtual
school.
academy. Yeah, I got a virtual academy. Yeah,
Okay.
Ready Set Slay Academy.
So what's the difference between like what you got, like, cause school is something I got put on to maybe like, I think it's now becoming popular like the last like 6 months for real. But it's on there, it's like a Facebook, so I know people be having like classes and stuff
I do
like that.
see that. I have seen
And
that.
then,
I don't have mine on that platform.
Yeah. What made you go your route when it comes to that versus?
Well, that one just came out. So
Yeah.
I do want to look at other platforms, but Kajabi is where I'm currently at, and they've been good to me. So I haven't had any issues with them whatsoever. I like how they have it systematically broken down, like where you can kind of go through a course. Like it actually feels like you're going through a full course, which I'm sure other platforms have that as well. But I remember my first time ever dropping it was on like Vimeo, and it was like, okay, that's not smart. I like the idea of you having to log into your course. So that's kind of why I went that route.
Shit, hey, all right, bye. Nah, I gonna make another one tonight. Hell yeah, fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
Another characteristic about you is this probably wouldn't be a characteristic everybody noticed, but I love how nervous I make you.
And the fact that she know that is crazy though.
I love that.
This damn dating, social media world, dating app world, they're trying to make that reality like that. Shout out to the Balloon Pop Show, it's a cool show. But the concept of it shows you that they're trying to take online dating and make that reality. Popping a balloon is no different than swiping.
Important too. Like you're completely detached from the situation. You want them to move on.
Hey man, welcome to the best show in Atlanta.
So what's the let's talk about like hair etiquette, like for women. What are some of the do's and don'ts you think as far as when it comes to like trying to like sell hair that you think that people should go with?
You definitely want to stop giving away hair for free.
Yeah.
Stop that. It has its perks, but I also think that marketing is so much simpler than people make it seem. Like, and you can spend that same amount of money that you would pay on giving somebody something for free on actual marketing and just be able to push your product. I think that's a huge don't for me. And I also think that what would be a do, like I said, is marketing. Just finding so many avenues and so many ways to market your business. Really go into branding, creating a brand identity, creating an identity for your business separate from yourself. People don't think grand scheme. They think about themselves. Like you got to completely take you out of the box and think of you as the customer, the consumer. What would you want in a company that you wanted to purchase with, shop with, build a connection with, build a relationship with? What type of brand identity would you want that company to have? How would you want them to treat you? How would you want things to look? And just really go that route. So really creating a brand identity, really going crazy on your marketing. If you want to run a successful business that doesn't just operate like a side hustle, you got to kind of start thinking a little bit bigger on a scale. And take them same funds that you're using to give away free stuff and, oh, can you wear this for me? Can you wear that for me? We don't got to do that no more. This generation has changed tremendously, and you really can push your own product. Get your behind on TikTok, Instagram, create an Instagram page, be consistent, show up for your business, and then just watch it grow. It really will. I do believe that, and I think it's easier now than it was kind of when I started.
Yeah, so when you started, did you think it would be like this, like this going digital? I mean, I think everybody going digital is more because of Instagram and because stuff like that. But like, as far as like making money raw though,
I think I learned very quickly that life was turning that way. I made $1 million in 8 months. I think I knew immediately. Like once I would see, like I think I made $500,000 in 3 months. So when I started seeing my business really growing and flourishing, I think I knew immediately, like, you got to give the people what they want. And I remember having a customer tell me, like, I feel like you just bullied me into buying the hair. Like, and that was like a compliment. Like, okay, that means you see me. That means you see what I'm doing. And you felt like, yeah, she put it in my face. It made me want to buy it. So you kind of got to be a bully out here. You got to go get that. Like, like, you know how they be like, you need that? Like, go get it. Like, people just get too complacent and just want to operate this grand scheme business, but don't want to show up, do your own shoots, do your own marketing. You know, and I do leverage credit. So I do have my little tricks and gimmicks that I'm teaching in my class, of course, where it's like, okay, I was able to leverage with my business. Definitely started at zero. But then when I started picking up and I started seeing, okay, well, I can do more. I can scale. I was like, you know what? I got to get smarter. I got to educate myself on business credit and how to leverage and make more money without using my own money. Right. So that's a little tip too.
So anytime you always got something coming out, you always got it's like a big thing. You always have the videos and when it comes to the marketing, even with like how you promote your class, like where do you get it from, the creativity and how you do your photo shoots, stuff like that for different things you got coming up?
Oh, so campaigns used to be my favorite, still are, and I want to get back into them. Campaigns, I would just get ideas. Like, I'm just a creative person, truly, and I would just get my ideas from like movies or scenes or things that I've always wanted to do, like just kind of wild things. Like I think for Black Friday, I've done like Nightmare on Peachtree. I think I did that for Halloween. And then for like Black Friday, I did Pink Friday. So it was like Legally Blonde. So I kind of just always go with like a theme. And then I do hire a team. I hire people who can help me bring that to life. So I go creative director. I go, I just don't think too small. I really do try to go and source and find people who are good at what they're good at and then let them help me. So I think that's another thing. A tip that people could do too is just stop trying to be everything. Find people who can help you, do more with less. So I definitely would go into my creative bag, even down to now making content, creating reels. Like I just try to stand out, try to be different, and then try to just be consistent with what works.
Yeah.
And I think even when I'm making content, I just have fun. I'm not overthinking it, and sometimes I do overthink it. I'm a perfectionist, but I try not to overthink it in terms of just good content, just good quality content. My clients be loving their hair. Like I can catch reactions, I can catch they vibe. I can see if they're comfortable. I can see if they're open to recording, and I kind of just take everything as content. Even all the content, I still have it uploaded. I just take it as it's content. I can use it.
How you let's talk about this book though.
Meanwhile, I brought you a copy. This is your copy.
Let's talk about it. What is it? What you got going on with it? I know I see it say $1 billion affair. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, so I wrote this book when I was in the process of building a 7-figure business. It did not happen yet. So I did put like one of my first journal entries in here. And this book is pretty much like a self-help guide to personal growth while building your 7-figure business. So a lot of times people don't think before they get to that milestone. So you thinking like a thousandaire, but you want to be a millionaire. Or you're thinking, at a lower vibration than where you actually want to be. So this journey was really my journey of what it took to become a 7-figure business owner. Like the ups and downs, the trials. I was writing as I was going through it, like things that were happening in my business, things that were catching me by surprise. I really wrote about, and I'm like, okay, if I could teach anybody how to do this, how would I teach them? Because if y'all want to be honest, like it's not nobody really out here teaching people how to operate. Like it's nobody teaching it. Like I think it's so like gimmicky, like nobody's really like a book that costs you $27.99, like versus, you got to pay. You do have to pay for education, but it's also like nobody's giving you the real. Like it is hard trying to operate a business. Like even when you're growing out your house, when you trying to hire staff, when you're trying to find a team, like nobody's telling you how to do that. So for me, I was learning from trial and error. Like I didn't know any friends that had $1 million business. I didn't have any people in my circle that was doing what I wanted to do. So I had to kind of outsource, and I became my own source, like from trial and error. So I really wrote about that journey, and I really was like, if I can stop anybody from making any of the mistakes I did, like, here we go. Like, if you're trying to build that same exact business module or that same exact type of speed, like, because God is a God of Godspeed. And if you're trying to build that speed, it's literally a sacrifice you got to make, which my sacrifice was I gave up shopping for a year. And so God rewarded me tremendously for that. Because he knew I loved Saks Fifth. He knew that I wouldn't be able to survive without the mall, but I did it. And I think he rewarded me that following year. And I just seen it take off from there.
Well, let's talk about some of your discipline. What are some other things you had to do as far as like you feel like discipline-wise to be able to get you to this point?
So discipline-wise, my main thing was the content. My main thing was pushing my brand. That was what I ate, sleep, drank, everything. Like I was like I lived Glam Affair. And I really wanted to bring that idea to life. Like it started with just a little vision of it, but I just was really digging deep into my brand. I was, of course, like I said, sacrificing, giving up certain things that I knew would hold me back from reaching my goals, of course. Like shopping is just not, it's just not conducive to trying to build $1 million business. And so I had to give up a couple things. And then I also was like, okay, where can I show up better? Like if I know I meet God halfway, he'll meet me the rest of the way. So just showing up in the ways that I could, definitely was in that shop, clocked in. Like you can't be lazy when you're trying to build your empire. Like I was at the shop all day, every day. Like I'm talking leaving late at night, sleepless nights, having to still go home, get all the orders out, still go here. Like you gonna sacrifice. Like you ain't gonna be able to go to the club. You're not gonna be able to go out. You're gonna have to tell your friends, not this weekend. Like you're gonna miss a couple birthday parties. Like you're gonna miss a lot. And I think that's where my discipline came in. Like you gotta be cool with missing some things in order to build the bigger thing. And I think, it pays off. I do think that.
No, for sure. Going back to your salon though, like what are the things people should be looking for when it comes to like bringing new stylists in to I guess your own establishment?
So I wouldn't be bringing new stylists in. I love my space. I love I'm an only child, so that's where that might kick in a little bit. I like my own space, so I wouldn't necessarily hire or anything like that. I do have one of my friends in there with me, and we get along great. We've known each other a couple years. It's easy, versus, I'm a little intimate with my space and the energy that comes into it. So I'm personally not hiring, but I do hope to open spaces, in different places to where I can possibly do that.
So what are some hair trends you wish didn't exist?
Hair trends that I wish didn't exist? Oh, finally caught me because I don't know the answer to that. Hair trends I wish didn't exist. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of tweak that question. So
Okay.
it's not
Maybe-
necessarily
yeah.
a trend, but I wish that it didn't exist where like people spoke on things they ain't really know about in the hair industry, such as like the issues between a sew-in versus a quick weave. Like quick weaves are those like that's if you get it, you get it, But I think people are so uneducated that they think that the only thing is a sew-in. So I wish that they understood more of how this world is elevating and how techniques are elevating and how it's so many other ways to do things. Like everybody don't got to do it the same way, and everybody not, like people complaining. Like I started a quick weave diary series where people would talk about how much glue they had in their hair and oh, it pulled my edges out and oh, it did this and oh, it did that, and it's just like that does not exist for me. I've never experienced it. I've never ever experienced some of the things that they talk about, and so I wish that it wasn't a trend of that. Like I wish that wasn't a thing that was known about quick weaves because that just means it really wasn't done right.
So, how do you? Because a lot of people do things differently. Some people might want their clients to come in, with their hair already washed, stuff like that. So, how do you go about that? And what's the etiquette around that when it comes to? Because I'm a guy, I don't.
Y'all like they be knowing that your service is supposed to include your shampoo, right?
Yeah.
And I am a full service stylist, so I offer everything: the shampoo, the deep condition, the trim. I do everything prior to installation, just because it is so pointless to put any installation in your hair without the proper treatment of your natural hair. So I do offer all of my services included in my installs. But people do gotta stop not washing people's hair, like I gotta go with what I know. And so that's an unpopular opinion. I do understand why people don't, because a lot of people complain about the time in the salon. It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like we can't really give y'all what y'all want. Like 1 minute is, oh, we in the salon too long. Next minute is, oh, but you're not washing my hair. Like that process takes time. Preparation takes time. So you add an extra hour, to your appointment if somebody's taking their time to thoroughly, take care of your hair. Sometimes an hour and a half. So it just depends on how quick you want this to go and like what real entity of a service do you want. So yeah. Did I answer that? Because they gotta stop. They gotta stop.
No, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Even the last time I had my mom, I had to my mom. I was like, I'm finna interview a hairstylist. So if y'all ask some questions, which I think what's going on, which I think So that was the first thing that came my phone. My cousin, she was like sometimes people go in their hair salons, they don't be having their hair washed or whatever. So I was like, let me see what you say about that.
Yeah, that's no fun because you ain't finna mess up my irons. You ain't finna just mess up all my stuff. Like I don't play that clean hair stuff. So I definitely need, I need to do my thorough breakdown to make sure that we good on all levels. So that's just my personal preference. And I tell stylists to each his own, but I know what my clients walk out with is perfect because of what I do prior to.
I know you sell hair as well though. Like let's talk about that though. Like as far as finding vendors, like if you had advice on how people can buy on vendors and stuff like that, what you got?
Oh my God, it's changed so much now. I'm not gonna lie, it's changed so much in terms of finding vendors because it's so many. Like people are like I spent a bag on just sourcing. Like you're going to spend some money on sampling hair. Like you cannot. And most of the time, people just want to order one bundle or one bundle of each. No, baby, I was ordering 3 bundles to try that hair out. Like you having to spend this on multiple textures, multiple vendors. So sourcing is very important, and it's good to consistently source. Like just because you got a good vendor and you got a great, vendor, that don't mean that you just only stick with that vendor because anything can happen, and you need to have a backup. You need to have other vendors that are great quality that you can still use. I've had mine for years now. And also another trend I hate is this whole trend on Instagram where they think they selling people vendors. I think it's so whack. And the main reason I think it's whack is because they be lying. Have you seen that?
Selling vendors? What you mean by
they
that?
are saying that they know people's vendors. Like it's one girl, I have a couple friends who sell hair and who own hair companies. And me and my one friend, we will be sending it back and forth of this one lady on TikTok and stuff who be saying that she's selling people vendors, but you're not selling their real vendors. So you're making money off of saying that you know. Okay, yeah, but then when you see it, it's not like you don't have like I could really sue you because you don't have no proof that it's wrong, So you selling that to people and making people think that that's where people getting their hair from, and it's not. And so that's a trend that I wish would stop too. People will stop lying like on stuff like that because that's not nothing to play with. Especially when it's fraudulent information. Most people who own hair companies will sell you their vendor. Might be expensive, but they will sell you their vendor, and they will sell you quality vendors that they actually use. So I just think people, get caught up in the hype of like, oh, well, let me buy it because I think that's hers. But as far as sourcing, I definitely say you just got to keep sourcing. Keep sourcing. Find what works. Get on TikTok. Get on social media, like find what works and really just learn how to communicate with these people. Get on ChatGPT, learn how to communicate with vendors, learn how to ask the specific questions needed to ask. And then, of course, as you keep trying it out, see what works, see what don't work. And you're gonna spend you're gonna spend some money doing it. Because sometimes the hair be trash. Sometimes it looks so good. I don't even go for the hair that look good no more. Sometimes it looks great, but then it's trash hair. So you got to be very careful and just source.
You think people gotta like? I mean, what? Obviously, this is what you're here for. But you think people need to go through them growing pains though to kind of get to that?
Absolutely, you have to know the differences. Like you have to know the differences. Like you have to go through it to get through it. Experience is the best teacher. So I do think that it's always gonna be a thing of growing pains. Like I could give you so much advice, I could pour so much into you, but you're gonna have to experience certain things on your own. I've had to experience good reviews, bad reviews, ups and downs, good batch, bad batch. Like I've had to experience that to really know what that looks like. To know how to truly look at my invoices, make sure they're not messing up my numbers. Like I done overpaid before, like on invoices because you're not paying attention to the numbers. You're not paying attention to different things. To where I'm like, I got to be on top of them. Like they be taxing me. I'm not noticing the changes in the price messing me up, So I had to slow down with my business and really like target certain areas and say, okay, I got to double check this. But I wouldn't have known if I didn't go through it.
Well, I want to talk to you about your mom. She was in the you got to tell me the proper name for the
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
But the convention as well, though.
Which one, Bronner Brothers?
Bronner Brothers, yeah. So you can talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. So if for the people who don't know, my mom is Sharita Cherry, and she's that girl. I can't even name you a list of all the accolades. Like she's worked with so many people. Like my whole growing up, of course, she's been a hairstylist. She's worked with a lot of celebrities. When I was coming up, she's won every Bronner Brothers hair show. She just was one of the OGs in the hair industry, and people do know her. And so. Yeah, she was inducted into the Hall of Fame by Bronner Brothers, which, that's just a dream. It really is. Like a dream from a girl from St. Louis, Missouri, moved to Atlanta, went to Clark, graduated, and just really wanted to build her dream life. Like by the time she was 23, she had a salon. I had a salon at 23. So I kind of followed in a lot of her footsteps, but it's just super dope. And now she has a cosmetology school where she's teaching young students. She's had a graduation. She's teaching a lot of girls and really putting them through the ringer and like molding them bigger than just a hairstylist, more like a actual business entity. So my mama dope. That's my girl. Shout out to you, mama.
How was that though? Like, because obviously you learning from the actual Bronner Brothers. I know you done been there a few times. Like, because people who haven't been there, like, what is it like? I mean, I know everybody doing different things.
I don't know what it's like now, Nigel. I don't know. I know back then it was a dream. Like it was like so much fun. Like it was like a convention for hairstylists, like huge. Like how they got the Ulta Beauty now.
Do they still do it?
They still do it,
okay.
But I haven't been.
No, it's okay.
I haven't been in a while. I said I'm gonna try to go this next year because my mama she judges them and stuff like that. But it's just this big, huge dream for like hairstylists who just want to be able to take different classes, take different courses, shop with a lot of different people. I used to always go get my shears from the hair shows. I used to get all of my hot tools, my Marcel irons from the hair shows, flat irons, vendors are at the hair shows. Like it's the perfect, all in one for a hairstylist. So make sure y'all check out a hair show because they are fun.
How do you separate your business from like your dating life?
The older I've gotten, it's gotten easier. I'm not gonna lie. Because I had to learn how to, I did get in therapy because I did want to make sure like, okay, as a hairstylist, we be forgetting that life be passing us by. Like, you start seeing all your clients get married, have kids. Especially me, I didn't want no kids in my 20s. Just for the mere fact that I've been about my money since I was a kid, since I was young.
You did right.
I've been about my money since I was young, so I ain't really want to think about no kids. And I wanted to be married, of course. Like, who don't? But for the most part, I separated by just kind of separating my lives, period. So, of course, you got Hair Guruu, you got Evan Nicole. So I try to make sure that I keep them separate and I try to show up as both, if that makes sense. Like, by the time I get home, Hair Guruu is done. But it is hard. I'm not going to lie. It's hard dating a hairstylist. You don't be seeing the memes on Instagram? That be like dating a hairstylist be like...
Yeah, because it's just, I don't know. I
we
think,
like the drug dealers.
Well, I don't know. I think just because you know everybody. That's basically what it comes down to. You think it's well, I think from a guy standpoint, I would say that would probably be my only negative. But
yeah, that is a negative. What you mean know everybody? Like
what I'm saying as far as like hairs, I mean doing girls, like you're seeing like a lot of girls coming through.
You'll be scared. You'll be scared if another one of your girls was in the chair.
Yeah, like that's the only reason. That would be my only like negative if I really thought about dating like a hairstylist.
Stop trying to be outside. Yeah, the hairstylists do know everybody.
Right. So, but
we know everybody business too. We know everybody.
Yeah. So that's the only thing. I don't know though. What you think?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I can see why y'all would be nervous about that.
But I'm saying, what are some reasons why people wouldn't date a hairstylist?
Why they wouldn't?
Yeah.
Because of the hours.
Oh, okay.
I think it's the hours. I think it's the time. I think it's still an entrepreneur, but it's still one of the things like the hardest question for me is when a man asks me like, what time you getting off work? Because you don't know. Like, your client could come 30 minutes late. Your client could be a little late.
But after a while, though, they know, though, like...
But no, Nigel, for real. Like, my first... I don't even think... I never seen a Friday night or a Saturday night.
Yeah.
Like how you have a date night.
Date night.
Yeah, like
so
on the date nights, I never had a Friday night, never had a Saturday night. Like Fridays was your busiest days. Like you get off work at 10 o'clock. Like I could never say be dressed on Friday by 8. And of course, if that's your busy day, you don't want to take off work or like inconvenience your clients in that way. So I never used to see a Friday, Saturday. The older I got, I don't play no more. But I be blocking off them Saturdays or them Fridays or whatever. But it be hard.
Yeah, no, I get
especially when they running a business too. Like
it's like a job. Like if you don't want to work them hours, you ain't gonna want to date nobody with them hours too, though.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's how I kind of look at it.
Or you want it to be kind of similar. Like you want it to be
similar to what you got going on.
Yeah, or you want y'all both to kind of have the freedom to kind of move how y'all want.
Yeah, I get
that makes sense.
Yeah, I think I think most people do it though. I think the kids is what helps people, but when you single, then it's a little bit harder.
It helps them get them the structure.
Yeah,
I could see that, but you know what? The only reason I can't see that is because my mom had just me, and it's still a demanding job. Like it's still. I did have a nanny a couple years when I was younger, just so that my mom could like she was still chasing her dreams too. Like still going to school, trying to get her educator's license, trying to level up, going on tours. She done flying all over the world. Like she done took me a lot of times too. But just having to travel, like when you kind of in the hustle and the bustle of it, and you still trying to build your business, like you still in the building space. That's still hard too, because you got bigger dreams than just what your 9 to 2 p.m. Like you still want to go home and work on your business. So that might take away a little bit of time from your kids. I don't personally know, but you still want to work on you too and kind of build to a certain level to where you can be maximizing. Like I keep saying, sorry y'all.
It's all good.
But that's the thing. Like I'm sure it's still difficult because it's still a demanding job. You're a service provider.
Yeah. I do want to switch subject a little bit. Going to the have you been out? You been going out since like Christmas? You ain't been. I'm gonna ask you for some new hot spots for UNSPOKEN Atlanta.
I don't got none. I'm not. I wish I was a hot spot girl. Like I be having to go on them little ATL pages to find out what's going on. Yeah, but I don't really have none. I do got restaurants.
Yeah.
I love a CNS. I love a OSHA.
Okay.
That's my little favorite right now. So I'm more of a restaurant type of girl. Unknown is great.
Yeah.
But I'm more like a restaurant.
How was the food there?
Oh my God.
Yeah, Unknown.
It was so good. I love Jamaican food. I want to be Jamaican food. But I really liked it. So everybody at my event loved it. All my friends loved it. We went back after my event again. Great. Service was great. So yeah, I had a good time. Yeah.
I'm gonna say if I had one, it's a spot. I got a couple spots that I've been like looking up myself. Just trying to find like new like sushi spots. Honestly,
have you been to Ocean?
I haven't been to Ocean, so I may try it.
You're gonna love Ocean. Yeah, you're gonna love Ocean.
Yeah, cause all the spots I used to go to, like they all like closed. Everything changing.
Everything changing.
So it's like I don't really be knowing like really.
But you gotta go to like Alpharetta. You gotta go to like Alpharetta. You gotta go to like Gwinnett, Avalon. Like you gotta kind of go out.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be in the city all the time.
No, that's the thing though. Yeah, I've been going a lot. Honestly, I've been going out by Kennesaw a lot. They got a nice little like not hookah lounges, but like spots that eat good, and they also got hookah as well. I think that's a big difference. They got one spot, I forgot La something. It's a Mexican restaurant. They got
not
hookah.
La Paria.
No, it's like La something. I'm put at the bottom. It's in Kennesaw. It's like close to out there.
No, they got so many different ones. I love Mexican food too.
Yeah. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all check out them spots. We're gonna pick the spots underneath there. We try to at least do that every episode. Try to get some new spots for the people that's in Atlanta. How you we can go over to Atlanta too. We were just talking about things was changing though. How you thinking about like the new gentrification of everything like when it comes to around Atlanta?
I love my city. I really do. But I would consider moving. I think that it's just I really don't have an opinion on that. Only because like I'm gonna always love Atlanta. I really don't always pay attention to what they doing in Atlanta. I'm gonna be honest. I don't follow no blogs. I don't follow like a lot of those different pages. So where I'm not always in the loop with what's going on. But I love how they be changing stuff around. I'm from Fayetteville, like from Clayton County area, but still in Fayetteville, kind of sorta. So even how they changed up Fayette, it's beautiful. Like how they changed up, like how they dressing up Chamblee, how they dress. Like I love it because I just think that it's like you gotta give the people what they want. That's just how you keep people happy. by giving them what they want. So I like the idea of, moving things around. I love the stadiums now.
Yeah.
I like how all that look. Like, I just love it. It's just giving it's just giving Atlanta one of them cities, one of them ones.
Yeah, I had brought it up because I know they got the World Cup coming, and so I think that's the reason why they are changing a lot of stuff because people know that it was coming up. I think after the Olympics, then people started coming, started changing. But now it's like really, really changing. Sometimes some people gonna be prices gonna be going up around that time.
Okay, yeah. We ain't happy
what's-
about that.
Yeah, but what's your but we talking about making money.
Mm-hmm.
What are some ways people could like use that to their advantage though when it comes to like their salon or like prices or like deals, stuff like that?
Yeah, so I definitely want to get into real estate. I definitely want to get in commercial real estate for sure. I think it's if you can find a business partner, if you can find people to go into business with to where y'all can come together and make it happen. I see a lot of people doing that too, like getting a suite with somebody or getting a building with somebody and creating like that. Even y'all both got the same visions, the same goals. I feel like that's a smart way to do it. What was the question?
I was talking about
I'm like, wait, because
no. I was saying like because like because of the thing coming, I forgot the name of the
they better open some suites up.
I was thinking about like people starting to use that to kind of make money with their businesses. Like with this like
I'm surprised the Airbnbs ain't going crazy.
no, the Airbnb is going crazy.
They starting up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
like,
starting up. They say, okay, we gotta go get that money real quick.
Nah, facts. Like I'm just seeing different ways, but I know like different businesses might got things coming up. So I know like I don't know if it's like it's gonna be a lot of people here. So I'm thinking like, maybe some hair, half off you come over here or you know what I'm saying? Like I know I'm thinking like different ways, like but I don't know, maybe a little bit different because of where you're
It's a little different, yeah. Because people gonna pay whatever for their hair. They ain't gonna play. Them girls is not playing by their hair. You ain't gonna never find that. That's the one business that ain't going out of business. That's why they say it's more like the drug game because it's the one business that's never going out of business.
What's one of the biggest things you learned about being a business owner?
One of the best things I've learned?
Yeah.
One of the best things I've learned about being a business owner. Oh, why is that a hard question for me? I'm tired. Maybe because we the business owners is tired right now. The business owners is tired. Oh, we tired, boss. Y'all putting us through the ringer. You want me to be honest?
Yeah.
And this is controversial. I'm gonna go best and worst because they're hand in hand. So I think the worst thing that I've learned about being a business owner is that being a Black business owner, you will be surprised how much Black people don't support Black people. You will be truly surprised to know how much Black people try to rip off Black people. Like for instance, the amount of chargebacks. Like when people have Black-owned businesses, like that's one thing that I learned in business that was really hard for me. And my marketing team at the time had to explain to me not to take it so personal. Like this is a really good clip actually. And I was getting like a ton of chargebacks, right? But these girls were getting their hair. I would go on Facebook. I'm talking, me and my warehouse manager would deep dive and find you, look you up, everything. Like you'll sit there and get $1,000 worth of hair, $700 worth of hair, like all of that, right? But then you would come and charge it back as if you never received it. Granted, the exact lengths, the exact everything you own, the exact everything you order, it's probably your most recent picture on Instagram. It's all over your story, whatever. But I remember it was times too where like I used to talk to them on the phone. Like you would tell me that you did not get your package, and whole time when I would say, okay, well I'm gonna get the camera footage from the mailroom at your complex. All of a sudden I got the package. Like like it was just, you would be surprised to know how many Black people try to scam Black people just because they feel like they can, and just because I don't know. That made it really hard for me being a business owner because chargebacks is a part of any business. I'm not just saying it because you Black. I'm just saying like you would just be surprised to know how people would want to work that one. Like, and so that was really
the length that go.
The lengths. Yeah. I had a girl literally say that she never got the hair, say that somebody used her account, all of that, only to do a full. I'm talking the same voice I heard on the phone. She did a full voiceover, like day in the life, and tagged us. You know what I'm saying? So when I see same exact name, those names where don't nobody else got that name. Like you lied, fabricated, made it seem like it wasn't you, but then you came back and gave us a whole review. And I'm talking, you saying you loved it. Like, but you not thinking that we gonna catch on to this. Like, I'm the same person running the Instagram, talking to you on the phone, shipping your order. I know you. So that was kind of the worst thing I learned about being a business owner. But I think the best part is the customers that support you. That's why it's like, it's hand in hand. It's the ones who will play with you, but it's the ones who really will support you and promote you with no payment. Like the girls who get on TikTok and they show love to your business and they be like, I want you to go try out Glamour for Hair Code. Like I am also a fan of the support. So I'm not only speaking on the people who don't. I think the best part was the support from the people who are strangers. Like you're not getting paid to post this. You're not getting paid to promote me. Like you're paying for your hair, but you still feel like you loved it so much that you're still willing to show up and show out for me, And so I take that to heart too. And I love that part about being a business owner.
What's the best part about living in Atlanta?
This home. That's the best part. I don't have a best part other than home. My family, my grandmother here, my grandfather, rest in peace, he was here. Like my family is here. And so it's like, to me, I'm always home. Like I travel a lot. I'm a huge traveler. But Atlanta just always gonna be home to me. And I think that I've been able to maneuver and learn this city so well that I'm just always home. It don't matter where I'm at. I'm here.
I feel like Atlanta is everybody's escape. Like
it is.
Are you the type of person to be like, stop moving here? Are you in that trend?
Yeah, y'all asked me to stop moving here. Yeah, actually I am. So you know how many people I meet where they be like, I've never met a person from Atlanta. Like how you ain't you ain't never, but they be saying that every time they meet somebody, they from Detroit, they from here, they from, you know what I'm saying, they from all these different places. So it's like they not used to meeting somebody who's from Atlanta. I'm like, oh, okay.
That's
like
crazy.
Yeah, so to me, yes, like down. Like we is full at capacity. We is tired. The traffic is bad. Shit.
No, that's crazy. I went to the gym the other day and the same thing. Like somebody came up to me and was like, bro, I didn't know you was from here. I just thought about that when you said that. Like, bro, what you mean? Like my show is called Unspoken Atlanta. What you mean? What you think I was from? Like, that's crazy.
So ATLANTA.
But yeah, y'all. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you too, because
You're welcome.
It's been a journey, man. We've been trying to get this for a long time. Honestly, I think that anyway, I've been trying to get different personalities and different people who doing entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
So to be able to get people that I genuinely got relationships with, I really appreciate that for real.
Yeah, and you know what? We should come back and do one with somebody else. Like, you know how you got like multiple people?
Yeah.
Like I got like some friends, like for instance, in the beauty industry, hair industry, whatever. And it's kind of like you can make that a topic of conversation. Like,
for real, we definitely. I got chairs.
Like a behind the chair episode, like a beyond the chair episode, where it's like maybe makeup artist, lash tech, hairstyle, like just all of it. But that's gonna get the women involved because the women love to tussle in the comments. So,
for real. And we definitely need that for the engagement too. I think that should be dope. Yeah, something different. But please y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all please follow Miss Evan Nicole on all platforms. I think it's at the Hair Guru. Am I right?
Yes, Hair Guru, y'all. The Hair Guru.
Yeah, okay. So make sure y'all follow her. Look, it's the best show in Atlanta. We'll holler at y'all. Peace.
Yes, so good to see y'all. See you. And cut.
Y'all ready to start?
Hey, Nigel. Did too hard, bruh.
Super honored, man. Shout out Nigel. Shout out everybody here. Shout out Unspoken. We in the A.